Let's look at the sun a little bit closer.
Whoa, slow down there, sport. Looking at the sun is a really bad idea, not only because of the whole blindness thing, but also because the sun really sucks. It makes you hot and uncomfortable and sticky, and is most noticeable in that disgusting outside place where all the humans tend to gather. All in all, not worth it. Ban the sun, I say. What did it ever do for us anyway?
Because it's actually very, very close. It's very local, in fact.
See, I know what you mean by that. You are, after all, Barnabas, a man to which reality is one of those things best ignored in favour of insane conspiracy theories every time. But, well, the sun is our local star. And in the scale of the galaxy, the umpteen million miles away it is still, in the grand scheme of the cosmos, a trip to the local shop for a bottle of iron brew and a ginster's pasty away. And if you don't know what those things are, I don't care. Learn to be more British, because when I take over the world, that's all you'll be able to have. And you'll like it.
So I'm going to show you a couple of proof for that. Let's investigate.
I'm sure you will, and not that you'll simply prove your utter ignorance of science and reality and possibly even prove the actual facts without even realising it, as you are known to do regularly. I'm sorry, I mean, that's never happened. No.
So let's say what the Nazholes are saying here.
The Nazholes. Ooh, that is cutting, my friend. Can't believe you would go there. And obviously making up a pejorative for the people you disagree with is always the best way to prove that they are wrong, and is a thing that you should do if you think you are a big smart guy overturning established science.
First of all, they say that there is a disclaimer, this material is being kept online for historical purposes. So why are they still having it here?
Because it's an older version of the website. What's your problem with that exactly? Do you not understand the concept of website archival? Oh shit, that's exactly what's about to happen, isn't it? That's why you laughed in that dumbass way you always do. Oh god.
This information about the Earth's distance from the sun, it seems, is a historical fact.
No, that's not why they put the disclaimer, you absolute melt. The website is archived for historical purposes so that people can go and look at every iteration of the website as it changes over time. In this case, I assume, at least partially, to keep a record of any information that has since been superannuated by the most up-to-date scientific discoveries. Not because they are pretending that it is a historical fact. Most of the information contained on that page is not historical fact. It just is fact, as accurately as we knew them to be at the time, and most of them probably still are accurate. But the more important fact is that you don't know how the internet works. What a surprising surprise that is coming from you.
And we know what is history about. Though accurate at the time of publication, it is no longer being updated. The page may contain broken links or outdated information, and parts may not function in current web browsers.
I love that you read all that out loud and at no point thought to yourself, oh wait, is this because they have a new one? This is the kind of intellect we are dealing with here. Someone so smart that the blatantly f***ing obvious when read aloud by themselves is completely missed and brushed over like it's not even there. Absolute gigabrain genius tier.
Well, this is the official NASA website, and it is about measuring the distance between the planets.
While it is on an official NASA website, to call it the official NASA website is disingenuous at best, and effectively a total lie at worst. That or completely stupid as discussed before. This isn't the web page you were expected to use in order to look this info up. I don't know how you found it, but I can only assume that because of the baffling misunderstanding you have of archiving websites, that your audience has a similar understanding and sent you this, excited that the disclaimer is some kind of admission, and not that you are just too f***ing dumb to understand what words mean. Oh, you're amazing. Reminds me of that time one of his fans told me that I was just jealous of him. You know what? She's right. I wish I was this ridiculous.
So they are saying here that the Earth distance from the Sun is 190 million kilometers or 92.9 million miles.
Yes, because, and get this right, that's what it is, give or take. You know how they figured that out? By measuring it, using techniques that are so far above your head that they might as well be as far away as the sun. Now, I cannot wait to find out what your amazing techniques are for figuring out the sun is local. but I'm betting it has something to do with my eyes though.
Wow. And this is a historical information, by the way, and some of the information may not be correct, says NASA.
Because the web page is outdated, you fucking pleb. This isn't an admission that it's all actually wrong, wink wink. It's an old web page that they no longer update because, you know, science changes as they find out about more of it. That incredible strength of science that morons like you think is a flaw because you're dumb. Well, that's applied to update whatever they use to replace it instead now. It's that simple. I would say it's so simple that even you could grasp it, but clearly nothing is that simple.
According to Wikipedia, the sun is the star at the center of the solar system.
According to Wikipedia, and you know, the rest of science, because the sun is at the center of the solar system, because that's what it means to be a solar system. A system with a star at its center. Although I am sure that it's just wrong, and you know the truth.jpg, you absolute goof.
And it's about 330 times bigger than the Earth. 33-degree Freemasonry.
Ew, numerology, gross. They're am number by coincidence, therefore conspiracy, even though it makes literally zero sense for any clandestine organisation to leave clues everywhere. And no, well, it's just to mock us, is still a fucking idiotic argument. No one doing anything they want to keep secret will ever intentionally leave clues in the open. That is the most asinine thing in the fucking universe. They are either secret and you don't fucking know about them, or they're not, and everyone knows about them. If you think you know something everyone else doesn't, and aren't like directly privy to trade secrets or something, chances are you know dick all about anything.
The next video is from NJK. In this video we can clearly see how the sun is rising and some clouds are in front of it and some clouds are behind it.
Jesus Christ, we're skipping around like nobody's business. Learn to transition for God's sake. Shit's confusing. Right, the old clouds behind the sun shtick. Oh, what an incredible piece of evidence you have defeated us all now. I mean, it's not as if the sun is incredibly bright and that clouds vary wildly in density and thus transparency. I mean, as we all know, the sun never ever ever shines through clouds, right?
Here's another great shot again. You can see the clouds in front of it and the clouds behind it.
No, you can't. You can see the sun shining as it does and various clouds of various visibilities being what they are. This one is incredibly simple to refute. It's amazing to me that you lot couldn't do it yourselves. Well, it would be amazing if you lot weren't so incompetent is a nice way to put it, but seriously, if clouds were behind the sun, do you not think that maybe we would have noticed that? Weird that you are the only ones who have detected this fact. Maybe you're just missing something, eh? A brain, probably.
So, is it really so many million miles away? Or is it just right there in the clouds? Well...
No, you freaking idiot. What did I tell you? But my eyes, though. It's literally your guys' argument for everything. But your eyes are connected to your stupid self, so one can only assume that they are just as dumb as the rest of you. The fact that you do your research on everything by looking at pictures instead of measuring and understanding is why you will always be wrong. We know how far away the sun is by measuring the distance. You think you know how far away the sun is because you saw a picture that you think shows it's close. Not even the same ballpark of sciencing, mate. It's not even the same game.
You can see that it's right there in the clouds. I mean, can we make this any more obvious? Look at how the clouds are going behind the sun.
Actually, if you look at the edge of the sun there, you can see the thicker parts of the going behind the sun clouds going in front of the sun. Now, I would go and get a more clear example of that happening to show you, but...
Can you see that? Some clouds are in front, traveling, and some clouds traveling behind. And you are telling me that the sun is million miles away from the Earth?
You just go and show us exactly what's happening yourself. You absolute pill. Yes, Barney, the sun is millions of miles away. Only a fucking idiot would look at this footage and think that the sun is actually within the clouds. Okay, you would think that because you're dumb and so incredibly bad at this. Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Give me a break. Look at that. I mean, this is just madness. And NASA is telling us that the sun is million miles away, and yet
my misunderstanding of what I am looking at, because I am not actually trying to be right, tells me that all the people, countless scientists, people who have bothered to actually understand what's going on, they all say I'm wrong, but me and my shitty YouTube channel and dumbass hat and stupid followers, I know what's really going on, even though I don't, because I'm #smart.
it is in the clouds.
The only thing in the clouds is your head, which is frankly an astounding fact, because really, how can your head be both in the clouds and so far up your own arse that you could tongue your own tonsils? You're a medical marvel, really.
The next clip is from Enslaved by No Media.
Enslaved by No Media. What a name. But, you know, apart from the media that you all make for each other to jerk off to how smart you all are and constantly gas on about how you're non-sheep woke peoples, whilst repeating each other word for word. But, you know, no media slaves, you all are.
Look at that. Can you see it?
You know, it's a beautiful shot, and that actually brings something into my mind. It seems a lot of the time with these you can see sun in front of cloud shots, it's always these images where the lighting comes off as a little unusual. You never see this effect when it's the middle of the day for some reason. Don't know if that means anything, but it's worth noting. I mean, you would think it would be way more clear in a bright shiny daytime, but it's not for some reason.
The sun is in the clouds. You can see clouds in front of it and clouds behind it.
Okay, here's an idea. If you can see clouds behind it, then you and your flirf mates, all you have to do is from your various spots across the globe, disc, take pictures from various angles all at the same time to capture the same cloud that looks to be behind the sun. I mean, if it's so close, that should be totally doable, right? And if for some bizarre reason you find that to be completely impossible and you just can't see the same clouds, that it is so close to, etc., then you can shut the f*** up with this stupid shit, right? Who am I kidding? They will never not be right. That's how you know they am smart.
What else proof do you need?
Measurements, Barnabas! Data, graphs and charts and f***ing infographics, things that you can take and say, right, this is here and it is exactly that far away, and we can then take that information and do things with it. That's the thing. That's always the step where flat earth theory and its little quote-unquote supporting ideas absolutely fall to pieces like a Jenga tower made of jam. Now, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but he doesn't know what anything means, so it fits. You can't do anything with your ideas. They hold no value, so they are wrong.
School have been lying to you. NASA have been lying to you. Everyone is lying to our face.
So, are you lying to us as well? Or are we supposed to trust you and just not trust anyone who isn't you? The thing is, mate, that I don't actually think that you're lying. I don't think, for the most part, when it comes to general science, anyone who I think is wrong is necessarily lying. I think that they're wrong. But for you, it has to be a lie. If it's not a lie, then they aren't the bad guys, so you don't get to be the good guy, and God forbid that be the case. Again, you're not the hero of this tale. You're just wrong, and more than a little bit silly.
They think we are really so crazy. Look at that. The next clip is from Shazwar Bukti.
God, the editing in this is absolutely insane. Stop. And no, they don't think you're crazy. They don't think about you at all, because there is literally, and I mean literally, no reason to lie about the location of the sun or the shape of the earth or anything like that, when the apparent lies fit reality so perfectly, and the truth, when measured up, just doesn't.
And in this clip we are going to see a pilot.
Oh, for sake, do you have anything other than it looked like it in cloud? Come on, you must have something else, because like I said, this is so easy to refute, I can do it. I thought you said you had lots of proof, but apparently what you meant was you have the exact same proof over and over again. Unfortunately, if it's wrong when you show us once, it's still going to be wrong after the 1000th time.
Seeing the sun from his cockpit, look at that. He's flying just above the clouds, and when he looks out, he sees that the sun, I guess this is the real sun, is in the clouds.
Wait, are you actually serious? All right, just give me a minute. I just have to... Dude, if the sun is under those clouds and this guy is above them, then you can do one simple thing, and if you can do that, I will f***ing switch to being a flat earther right away. All you have to do is fly over to that real sun under the clouds and fly over it until it's behind you. Super simple, easy peasy and totally doable, right? You just have to do that once and I will believe f***ing anything you have to tell me. You freaking dumbass.
This is yellow, so this looks like a real sun. And it's not hundreds of miles away. There will be hundreds of people who will say that this is Photoshop.
I don't know what yellow has to do with the sun being real or fake, but whatever. Is there a fake sun somewhere? But no, they won't say it's Photoshop. That's your line. You're the one who thinks everyone else is a liar. No, anyone else who says it's faked is just as much of an idiot as you are. An airplane flying high while the sun is setting is going to see the sun amongst the clouds, so to speak. But that doesn't mean it's not millions of miles away. It means you are looking at it from an angle that goes through the clouds. It's kind of what one might expect given a globe Earth, but we won't go there, your head might explode.
First of all, Photoshop is not for video, so it has to be a video editor. But to me it looks quite real, and I'm video editing all the time.
I love the fact that you invented this straw man who called this video Photoshop and then refuted them. I guess you needed to be right about something in this video, so well done. I guess we'll leave it at that. Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. No, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstaff Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the